Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaya and this is Just Kaya TV. Today's video is going to be my review of GOPORT. GOPORT is a transportation service that service in the area to take you from the airport to Port Canaveral to go on a cruise. Also from a hotel or whatever. They do services where you can either choose to do pickup, like just transportation. So they'll pick you up from the airport, drop you off at the cruise port, pick you up at the cruise port, and drop you back off at the airport, like that. They also do where where if you coming in the day before, you stay, um, and like that. So basically, if you're flying in, they'll pick you up at the airport. They will, you could pick a hotel because they have several different hotels. You could pick a hotel. They'll take you to the hotel from the airport. The next day, if you're doing the next day they'll pick you up at that hotel, take you to the cruise port, and after your cruise, they'll pick you up from the cruise port and take you back to the airport. As well as if you're driving in and you want to park your car, like you can park there, you go to their facility, you park your car, and will shuttle you to the cruise port, and then afterwards they'll shuttle you back to their parking facility. So I've only done it two ways because normally my cruise ways is only either I'm flying in. I don't like to drive. It's Port Canaveral is like 8 9. It's like 9 almost 10 hours away from me, and I don't like to drive it. It's just not happening for me. So my way is flying. I've done it two ways. On one trip we flew in the day of the cruise, and they picked me up from the airport like that and took me straight to the cruise ship. And then the other way was I came in the day before. I picked one of their hotels, and they picked me up from the airport hotel like that. So first I'm gonna go over the first way I did it, where we came in day of. It was, to me, it was like the best thing ever because I didn't have to worry about, okay, let me try to get an Uber or figure it out, because I've already been to that cruise port before. I have Ubered from actually, I take that back. I've been to that area, that in Cocoa Beach, and Ubered from the airport to Cocoa Beach. That was when COVID was going on, and the cruises weren't going. So, but I didn't. It was kind of a hassle to me to have to try to figure that out. I like the fact that I got off the plane. I was able to go to a designated area. We didn't even wait that long because I think we might have waited maybe about 30 45 minutes because we got in really early, and they shuttled us right on down. And then after the cruise was over with, all I had to do is find the area where it's somebody literally standing there at this little sign, and you get them your name, and they pull you up, and they know how many people or whatever you have. You get on the bus, and they shuttle you right on to the airport. Now, the second way I did it was hotel. I stayed at the La Quinta Inn, and I think it was like right by the airport. When I tell you it was literally by the airport, it was around the corner. I felt like it didn't take us no time to get there. My only frustration, this is my only critique with GoPort. Our flight was delayed by quite a bit, and they stopped. Someone is not at, like, it's someone normally at the desk downstairs. It's downstairs in the Orlando airport, and so there's someone normally at that desk, and they taking your name and stuff. But the person at that desk leaves at 5. Well, on the thing, it was a sign, and it says if you're if you're if you're getting, if it's after 5, I think it was like call this number or something like that. Um, it was very confusing. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. It was very confusing. It I wasn't clear on what I was supposed to do, so I called the number, and they they basically guided me and told me, hey, you need to be in this area. And I was way in a different area because it was like on the little sign it told you to go to a certain area, and it was all confusing and wrong. That's my only critique with them, because they sent text messages letting you know, hey, we're gonna be ready to pick up at this time in the morning, be downstairs. Like, they were very they had a very good communication with you. The shuttle bus was there ready to go, and they shuttled us right to the port. When we got off of the cruise, it was somebody right there waiting to shuttle you back. It's in a, they give you a nice, like, comfy limousine like bus. So like I said, my only critique, the only issue that I had with them was being very confused when I got there and it was after a certain time. Other than that, I had no problem with GoPort. Their rates are pretty cheap. I am a person who, I'm going to compare you to everything. So I'm going to, just because you tell me that your rate is cheaper than the other person, doesn't mean that I'm not going to go on the other website and look it up. So for them, they're very competitive with Carnival. I've never cruised in the other line, so maybe they are with them too. So let's just say, for instance, I looked to see how much it costs to do the shuttle from the airport to the cruise port with Carnival. If you add it both ways together, it was like 76. No, it was like 79 or something. It was almost $80. But with them, it was like right at 70 or so. It was like right at 70, basically. So it ain't all drastically cheaper, but it's cheaper. And then I think from what I've heard online, their parking rates, like for you to park your car, is cheaper than Carnival because they're trying to get you to go over there. I like the fact that they can help me with the hotel. I've looked, when I did the hotel, I looked on LaQuinta's website to see how much was the hotel for that day and to see how much was it going to be like together. And whether it would be, let's say I just got them to shuttle me and not actually pay for the hotel through them, it was going to be more for me to do that. So they do give you a discount rate on hotel too. So I will say, I can honestly recommend them. I would say that you get a good deal with GoPort if you use GoPort. I ain't sponsored by them or anything. I'm just giving my little tidbit, to save a little coin. I would recommend GoPort wholeheartedly because that was a good service, and the fact that they pick you up from the airport, take you to the hotel, pick you up the next day, take you to the cruise port, then afterwards pick you up, and all of that is included in the rates. It's not that bad at all. You talking about, I think it was like 100. If I'm just looking for me, because you have to put how many people you have. Yeah, I just looked at a rate to see how much it would be for me before I did this. And at the same hotel that I stayed in, it's like 178. 178. But if you booked it through the hotel room itself is like 130 something plus tax. So, and then I already told you there's like $70 for the transportation. You can't beat it. You cannot beat it. But that's all I wanted to do. I want to tell you my experience and my review with GoPort. I give them 2 thumbs up. The only thing I want GoPort to do is fix that confusion when you get to the airport. What I will say to you guys, read your, they send you an email with all your instructions. Read your instructions. Don't look at the signs. Read the instructions, because the instructions told me what to do, but I saw the sign and was like, well, maybe this is what I'm supposed to do. So read your instructions. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye y'all.